Western Western thought is teleological. You ain't heard these terms because all you're doing is confined to white supremacy. They're in decline, but it's white supremacy. But they're teleological, which means they're utility based, useful based. What is good for them is what works. And what really works for them is power, and they deify power. Now, power is important. So I'm not saying you throw that out the window. Oh, no. Oh, no. But for you and I, it should be just power, and it should be a power that overpowers unjust power. And that's the battle we're in now. Right now, it's a battle to win minds and spirits and hearts and souls. But I'm telling you, it's more than that. Trump's out of office because some people got in the streets and put some foot power on him. You hear me? Globally, 50 cities, 50 countries. It knocked him out. He was too dumb to get it until it was too late. His law and order didn't work because there wasn't no law. There was nothing but lawless disorder brought on by what the Kemites would call isfet or imbalance. If there was ever a person that manifested unbalanced human beings, unbalanced inhumanity, Trump. But Trump is just manifesting something much bigger. January 6th was a reflection of that. You know what I mean? Stop the steal. You stole the country. You're going to suddenly stand on morals? You know what I mean? This place ain't founded on that. Get real. Just stand up and say what you're really about. You know what I mean? You think you own this place because you killed everybody off that you thought could ever contest your power. And now suddenly it's flipped. The script is flipped. That's your problem. You need to adjust to a new world, a world where you wait, slow down, and shut up. Unless you got something to say. If you got something really to say, I want to hear it. I learned a lot from my enemies, but you talking this nonsense, stop the steal, and you're doing all the stealing. You know, the guy that you're running behind was trying to steal from the people who won. Just give me a few more votes. I mean, his daddy taught him that. He was entitled to stuff. Even though on his deathbed, my wife's the expert on this, not me. I don't read that much on Trump, but father expressed great disappointment in his son, but he had programmed his son this way too. But of course, he didn't think that he could give birth to somebody so inadequate, or as one of his National Security Council advisors said, so and so flawed. You know what I mean? In the West, moral flaws don't really matter as long as you're successful. But if you aren't, then you are a problem. And that was Trump's problem. He couldn't master a simple, well, it wasn't simple, but a crisis like COVID. You know what I mean? Couldn't master it. He got caught with his pants down. And since he didn't believe in getting help when he didn't know nothing, that's why all his businesses went bust. And that's why he's probably going to jail for hiding it. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the only way he ain't running for president again. So the Western system ain't too much concerned about the ethics of the thing. It's the power of the thing. You know what I mean? That's what works. So when we're looking at what the essence of manhood, what the essence of womanhood is, the essence is truth. I told my wife before we married, I said this before. I said, baby, there's only one thing I love more than you. Everybody likes to hear this. She said, what? I said, the truth. Now, I'm not holding myself up. I ain't perfect. I'm not going to say that everything I do is truthful. I'm trying. I'm one of those that's working on it. But it's my love and it's what I try and do. And people who know me will tell you my word is my bond. And that is generally the truth with Black folks. See, this idea of the truth being the overriding thing that guides us, this is the essence of African people globally. This is what parents teach their children is truth. Tell the truth. Be the truth. This is their greatest source of pride. So We may not call it ma'at, but that's what we mean. And the essence of that is the truth. When we were looking at the secret societies that have been the basis for the longest living organizations in the United States, in this particular case, the Prince Hall Grand Lodge, before that, the African Lodge, and now the Prince Hall Grand Masons, what kept them going more than anything was this commitment to the truth. And it sustained people. It gave people a purpose for living. And it accounts for why these organizations could be so broad, having all kinds of philosophies under their tent, because most of them had a belief in the truth and a belief in justice and a belief in freedom. So this is like overriding a principle that guides a human being. So to be male or female, to draw from the masculine or the feminine, the essence of that is to draw from the truth, to try and speak it, think it, live it, be it. Speak truth, do truth. And this is like the fundamental notion